We're back. It's the final map that's coming up. We're on Nuke. What a blessing it is. It's Astralis up against Faze, and who knows what will happen right now. It feels like it could be anything. Odds are a little bit more even, still favoring Faze. I mean, that makes sense. But still.
Look, this has been like a really cool series out of Astralis. They've fought back very, very well. They've been able to contend with Faze outside of some of the insane clutches and obviously the deagle, the half-buy rounds that Faze has been able to bring out. Astralis has been going blow to blow with them. So yeah, whatever preconceptions we had before the series began, I know we were even kind of joking that the likeliest outcome was a 2-0 blowout on the part of Faze.
Yeah.
Like, that obviously ain't happening. So just forget what you came into this with and enjoy this third map of Counter-Strike. We got Nuke, baby. Astralis, Faze, one of these teams in the showdown. One of these teams books a ticket to the Royal Arena right here, right now.
It's been a fantastic way to start the day with some beautiful Counter-Strike, and we're going to keep it going. So let's just get into it. Nuke is coming up. It'll be Faze on the CT side, Astralis on the T side, and we're already off to the races. It's Glaive with a smoke, Molotov, actually a couple of flashes as well. Gonna blow open the door, throw a little bit of a Molotov behind it, put some pressure on it, while the rest of them go towards the ramp room and try and take the fight to a little bit of a crossfire. Brokey getting one a chance to reload. Now his teammate can't cover him, but he can get the kills.
Peace. Good shooting from Rops. Glaive still has a smoke, but what the hell are you gonna do with that one? Rops falling all the way back as well. Farlig knows he's got to go get the bomb. They need that smoke for the lower bomb side, I feel, so you can't really use it to apply safety in ramp room. Glaive's getting pressured upon. One more, he snaps over. Kerrigan wants nothing to do with that fight. There's a chance. Just barely for Astralis.
Especially given the fact that there's a minute on the clock still. So, tiny little gift there for Glaive to get the kill. Maybe they could do something. Some
of the more tricky options have kind of been taken away from them. Rops is positioned to prevent anyone from going up the ladder, although I don't know if he really has a whole lot of stopping power with low HP. Farlig is investigating. Here's a chance.
The stopping power surely is in the off position here. Yeah. It's just way out in the open. Oh, but he still goes down. Good reaction. That's actually hard to do.
Now you force Faze to make a decision. Look at Kerrigan has to push lobby because he knows he can be wrapped upon from above. So that position from Rops was a sticky situation. Twist already being downstairs is a bit of a dicey situation, although he's going away, so he's shifting to try and cover what Kerrigan can't. Glaive drops the smoke. Gonna plant the bomb inside.
And dangerous if you're on the Faze side, even if you were nearby, if you just start spamming through the smoke, you could get found by the second player, so you want to be careful about that too. 2 versus 2 now, and Astralis trying to recover this pistol round. What a win it would be if they could.
Ooh, this is an odd position.
Yeah, it is. He's got to be careful he doesn't get shot in the side of the head, almost. Door might open behind him. First engagement, but Kerrigan ducks right under and leaves Farlig 1 versus 2. And they're already on that defuse. 10 seconds, though. They come off it again quickly. Oh, nice shot from Kerrigan. And that's going to win them the round. Again, if he could have lived maybe just a little while longer, 10 seconds is a long time to go.
That's right, Glaive. Something was messed up with the cable. It was in your way.
We know that.
Yeah, make sure it's plugged in. It was really distracting.
Ooh, this is...
Yeah, that's dirty. That took so long. Again, like, Astralis gets kind of stopped in that corridor, in that choke point, without actually swinging out wide. Nobody was able to escape that crossfire, so it took a long time. Good reaction from Kerrigan, although he did see a shoulder before the full-blown peek out of Farlig. And Faze take the pistol. Yes! I was thinking before I saw Glaive messing with his cables, I was assuming that we had a little bit of a... That's a death slam, I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, it could have been.
He's going to want that entire fight back because he played that round so well. Astralis played that round so well considering the obstacle that was put in front of him due to Rops.
And maybe in fairness to Farlig's point of view, it's kind of hard to know if they have a kit or not. So we can tell it's 10 seconds and he can play it real slow, but Farlig doesn't really know that. So
well, also, I mean, the difficulty of that fight against a USP as well. Trying to manage that U-Haul.
Yeah, it's not great. Tech timeout.
Everyone double check your cables.
Yeah, make sure everything is all good to go.
Little soy milk latte for Rain.
Whatever it takes. Getting into the pumpkin spice part of the year, aren't we?
Ooh. Yeah.
There's got to be something to look forward to and temperature dips.
That stuff's nasty. Don't do that.
I don't even drink coffee, Jason.
Really?
No, not really.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm not really a grown-up like that. I just probably should.
It'd probably help you with the kids, I feel.
Yeah, maybe that's how it starts.
Coffee in the morning?
I'm like, oh, get it. Okay, get woken up before they do.
No one scream before Daddy's had his coffee, please. For the love of God.
That should be a rule. All right. It is only the first round, of course, but FaZe winning it on the CT side could make for a nice little platform for them to build the rest of the half off. So we'll see if they can.
Yeah.
Fist bumps are back.
And that's something we'll keep our eyes on as well. Twist rotating down to that lower bomb site. We've seen FaZe on this map a number of times. He can be a real force to be reckoned with in that lower bomb site, catching some interesting timings. With the plant and with the kills, Astralis going to go for a second round buy. 3 Galils picked up. 4 Galils, excuse me. A Deagle on Zipix, and actually pretty decent utility, all things considered, for a second round. So few more toys for them to play with. Smoke wall outside. That's all their smokes.
Yeah, so they better get something for it. You can see already Rain is kind of jumping down below with the MP9. And they've got a couple of people shooting through up here. Astralis might have expected that there was going to be a flash pop through or something like that. And someone running through the smoke, which can definitely happen. But since there isn't, they're slowly going to make their way down.
And remember, if this strategy's going on, like, you have to get some clean wins in these fights. This would be a good first one to have. Rain's going to drop a smoke. Ooh, Glaive doesn't want to challenge. He was just trying to spam for the fallback, but that's going to delay things. Like, if you're going to actually go down to the lower bomb site, even though most of the forces are actually up in lobby right now, those fights would need to be clean because you don't have any more follow-up smokes and Molotovs to defend to help you get into the lower site itself. And what do you do now? You got one flashbang.
Yeah, and you're not really deep enough on the map to run the final distance. They got a second player down below. This could get really awkward now. Trying to get through. Nice headshot from Glaive. That's an opening right there. Twist coming in to try and bring it back, and it will. Double kill with the M4. Rob's out here. A little bit of a time to take that first kill, but he's back in safety.
Up in lobby right now. Those fights would need to be clean because was off a little bit. No ability to trade for Blame F. That was basically a 1-for-1. Blame F came a little bit late. Now you got Twist that you know is down in the lower bomb site already with a double kill. You only have this single Molotov to protect yourself and to help you get in and get the plant. The door's open, so that's awkward.
Yeah, very awkward. Guessing, hoping that could bring them into a 2 versus 3 if they find someone with a Molotov, but they're not going to be able to. And even a bomb plant probably not going to be possible at this point in time. Blamef goes down. Sip trying to take the fight, but with only 8 seconds left. He actually probably needs to find a way to die right now, or he's actually going to be in way more trouble. Oh, this is now very, very awkward. He dies maybe the last possible second there, but that was scary.
No real chance once they get to that lower bomb site. FaZe played that just about perfectly, not giving up any of the critical kills that would really secure the site itself. Nice double from Twist. Config trying to bait Glaive a little bit. This is the one right here. Swing from BlameF comes a little bit late, and Rops is already in some cover. Yeah, and it even took him a minute, Rops, to maybe find a kill, so there could have been a revenge. Deagles are out, 3 of them, and Glocks on the rest. Astralis probably going to have to concede this round without too much. But at the minimum, it's not like FaZe are getting... They're not building an enormous amount of money. Not yet. Let's see what these Deagles can do. They know one's dropped down onto the roof. That's Farlick. Glaive out at Red Box, and BlameF up on Silo. Or Twinkie, if you're old school.
I like that. Oh, yeah, so that's an iconic name. A little bit of damage on the Twist in this round. But otherwise, no real pressure on FaZe at the moment. Really nicely covered out in the yard. 3 people here, so... Yeah, if you walk into a deal shot, maybe it changes the calculation outside, but otherwise... Yeah, they're just dug in, waiting for Astralis to make their move.
A lot of M4s at range here for these battles. They're getting tagged, though. Need to grab a kill. There's the first. Farlick can't get anything done up on top of the roof, and no one's working the courage to swing and take the fight, so Astralis just getting whittled down 1 by 1.
Counter-terrorists win.
Yeah, kind of an uneventful round, but at least it also took a long time. So, we've got that. But the good news is that FaZe are up 3-0, so they're feeling it. Oh, this grip makes me so uncomfortable every time.
It hurts my fingers.
Yeah, I know.
I can feel the arthritis.
Yeah, but it's working. He's getting the kill, so, you know.
Oh, yeah,
at the same time, just let him keep doing it.
Yeah,
you know?
don't change it. Just maybe don't put the camera on it.
1 map away, both teams from securing a spot in the Royal Arena. Let's see what Astralis could do. They've really had already one hell of a struggling day.
And they got a lot more struggles coming up later on.
I know, it's so ridiculous. MP9 on Kerrigan, which... Remember how he played an Ancient, like how active he was? I feel like sometimes on a good day, that's where he could be one of the most frustrating players to be up against, just because he's, you know, finding crazy openings that maybe you wouldn't expect, even on the CT side. So we'll see if that's going to be a feature of this round. Rain worried that someone could drop down. Usually see the shadow beforehand if someone does, but the rest of them looking to see if they can crunch the B bomb side once again. They feel like Glaive and Conflict, last time they ran into Twist, maybe this time they can do a better job of it. They're going to get the opening kill like last time, and Twist isn't here, so far so good.
That pulls Rops down. Rops instead of Twist. Two very mechanically gifted players.
But they're still in lobby.
Yeah, I mean, they're applying some pressure. They want, I think, a few more rotations, and obviously Rain's going to make them bleed for it. Farlight goes down. That's the bomb drop. So now, I mean, information should be passed over that at least the two players downstairs don't actually have the bomb with them.
Yeah, and because Sip went and took a peek against Brokey, I think, yeah, they're running out of time as well. And look at Twist running up behind him. This is so scary. If they hear him, and maybe they did, I think Blame have realized, but Twist at the same time also realizing, wait a minute, they're not running forward. 20 seconds on the clock, and Twist is going to be found, but Rops at the same exact moment getting another kill down below. He's the only defender here, although Rain is just now showing up. He was quick to drop, even quicker than I thought, and a good couple of kills. Low on time, and in a 2-on-2 at the end, but they managed to do it.
Yeah, that can be really nerve-wracking. What a good round. And yeah, I think Twist might have just taken one or two extra footsteps. Blame F caught hint of something. That was a good timing for that push into lobby, though. Good opening kill here from Config. This is the kill on Twist flanking. And yeah, I mean, Faze in perfect position to put a stop to this. Just Astralis does a great job neutralizing everything.
Yeah, 2-on-3, in fact, yeah.
Staying composed.
Interesting.
Some giggles coming out. First round on the board for Astralis early. It's 3-1. Faze out of money. This would be a great reset round.
And that kind of round, even though there was some hiccups along the way for Astralis, that seems like there was a plan that you can replicate and try for again. Oh, very awkward for Brokey. They're up on top as well soon, I think. So he's got no real estate down here. He still finds a kill, and there's no revenge yet. Oh, they're letting him get away. I can't believe it.
Config tried to revenge. He tried to pop up on top of Silo, but Rain was watching from secret stairs. Good defense, and that, oh, jeez. Everyone from Astralis getting caught. Good aggression from Faze. Kerrigan knows he's running out of ammunition. Farlig outside, not able to connect with Twist, and it's Zipex left in a 1v3.
What a frustrating way to lose a round.
But you can also see, that's why you see Glaive like going back and forth, not really committing to the fight, because he knows the only way you're really going to have that aggressive op is there's got to be some supportive element to that play, right? And he doesn't want to swing and commit to a fight and get caught by an M4.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's definitely, you don't want to be that careless. But it's, you got to feel like when he misses the first shot, if you're on the Astralis side, you think this is it. Oh, good little pick off there. Still at 40 seconds. And with Brokey being low, maybe there is a way. Taking a little bit of a long way. A step and seeing if anyone wanted to bite on that one. but they're not.
Rops has so much time to get into whatever position he wants in the lower bomb site. I think if Zipex wants to win this, I think his only real option is to hop up the vents to the upper bomb site.
Yeah, like flash your way out, hope that Brokey misses a shot, and just try and go straight for it. I feel the same way. Down here, it just doesn't seem possible any longer. Door gets kicked open, and with 9 seconds, he's going to go straight for it, but he's going to be locked in here behind the silo, not even waiting for it. Rops just runs straight in there.
Yeah, Rops knows he's got to commit to the plant. And Zipex had to take the risk that no one was down there. Great round. That flashbang doesn't even do anything, but it's still perfect. And this is Rain swinging out to make sure Config can't trade his teammate. Good support. And Kerrigan's just like, all right, if you're going to spam the hut like that, I would happily just come take your AK-47 from you.
Yeah. Thanks, bro.
Not today.
Not today. 4-1 in favor of the Faze side. We've got Deagle's back. Some lot of utility, actually, for Astralis. But
remember as well, there's a little bit of an extra layer to this game on the Faze side of things, wanting to obviously cement a legacy, an era, win 2 majors in the same year, back-to-back majors.
True.
To come back and play the showdown. The travel wouldn't necessarily have any great impact, but just that extra event right before the major, I think Faze would love to avoid that at all costs.
Yeah, at that point, you probably want to be focusing on something a little bit different, so yeah, that's... Either way.
And how much would it suck to be one of the other teams in the showdown and be like, oh, good, we have the...
Cool.
Yeah, we have to play Faze in a single elimination.
Yeah, there's one European slot, and Faze are hanging out. Yeah, that's going to be tough to deal with. Rops escaping before too much pressure was applied. Rain caught looking the wrong way. Immediately shut down, although it's a good return from Twist. Just sneaking in the kill, keeping things level.
That smoke, maybe just a second late. No way to really know it. Still a gun outside that can be recovered. Xipix is heading for that right now.
Again, got to be careful about the time if they really want to go for it here. But 35 seconds. Bomb is over by the secret stairs. Farlig's got it picked up at the moment. And now down to 30 seconds. And they still are not really that much closer to a bomb site, although that's an interesting kill. Taking down Twist, maybe. No, they're still going to be going down. They still want to see if they can do it.
Oh.
Sip with one more shot. But again, because the clock is so okay, they're going to bring it back up now. No one is on the A bomb side, although Brokey's kind of close by with the AWP. Maybe he could shut it down. 10 seconds, and they lose Config. There's the run past. They have to come off the bomb plant. It doesn't get any kills, but there's so much time being bought here. They're finally going to get that bomb planted. If he would have landed that shot, maybe that would have been the round. Now it's all on Rops, and he's going to go back downstairs.
He's going to save.
Wow.
Yeah, there's no money to sustain this for Faze. So Astralis finally able to return the favor. They've lost so many of these rounds in the first map on Inferno. They lost so many on the second map of Ancient. Finally, they get one of their own. An opening kill provided, and Xipix picking up the M4 does perfect work. 3
kills on him in the round. That's absolutely great. No kit on Rops, so he can make it expensive, but I can't really win the round at this point. Blame F. Yeah, close enough by that he could stop anything weird from happening. So, a little bit of a cleanup. They lose more rifles than probably they would want, but they win the round, and that is the most important thing here.
Yeah, ooh, Rob survives with 1 HP and is able to get the AWP.
Oh, okay.
Fair play. Calculated.
Yeah.
You think he knew?
He's been studying.
Rops would be the kind of dork that would know exactly where to stand.
Yeah, why not? You got like a, you know, you've already been on the server for like 7 hours. You're like, all right, let me just check out.
If I take one step to the right, it's only going to do 72 damage on the explosion. Yeah.
All right.
A little lifeless. We mentioned, we kind of brought it up on Inferno, which was a big win on the scoreline for Faze. It was 16-9, but it didn't really feel like Faze was playing their best game. We kind of described it as, you know, Faze with their B game was able to kind of handle things on Inferno. It still feels like we haven't had peak Faze yet in this series.
No, but we had some peak individuals, right? But
yeah,
the team as a whole definitely lacking some things.
Which is, I mean, a perfect recipe if you're Astralis. That's exactly what you want to be going up against today.
So quick, isn't he? 2 openings, one of them carrying charging again the lobby. He's done it before. And again, he's successful. Twist up close with the Deagle. Oh, sneaking it back on Glaive. This is one of those phase rounds again where they have almost nothing to work with. And still they're making it an absolutely great round.
You can see what's so difficult about it, though, too. I mean, outside of Kerrigan, every element of aggression has had, like, a follow-up piece behind it, right?
Yeah.
Like, nice shot. Farlig with the bomb, gonna drop down. Molotov to prevent anyone from chasing him, at least for the moment. He's got Twist to contend with. And, oh, peace.
My God.
Deuce.
He's another one of those fast players. Okay. Attempt at the end, but yeah, this drop from Kerrigan is how it all gets started. So right when Astralis have carved out some part of the game here that really could have worked for them in terms of winning that last round, you get joinked right back. 5-2 now instead, and they're back to Tech 9s and a single AK. Tech 9. Thought there were going to be more.
Okay.
I was excited.
Yeah. Tech 9. Ah. Let's see if they have another one in them.
I feel like buying a single Tech 9 is almost
pointless?
Yeah, heretical even.
Okay. Yeah, that's a better word. Well, Deagle's going to lead the way. AK-47 going to come behind it. Rops might get a little bit surprised. Oh, that's tough to track. Tries to pre-fire. Tries to recover.
Oh, yeah, Brokey. I was going to say, don't give him another one.
That's the bomb.
Yeah, that is the bomb.
That's actually,
no.
I don't know if Farlig realized he had it, but this is going to be really tough to manage. BlameUp is not happy about being put in this position. He has recovered the bomb. Now he can drop down. It's Twist who's here. They do have smokes. They've got 2 smokes to block off these windows, and Glaive is going to try to get in position to lurk.
It's a good idea. A little bit late to try and, you know, sneak in there. Could have maybe caught the timing against Rain, but Twist is now close. Actually, a little bit scary, but he gets the timing right to at least turn the corner, and he'll get a second one. It looked like maybe he took it too long against Config, but
I feel like Astralis that round was really like, wasn't really assertive with their decision making, like with the utility.
Yeah.
Thought they would kind of head down into the lower bomb site, but they kind of just stayed huddled on the ramp, maybe talking things over a little bit too long. It gave time for Faze to be in position to start being the one to dictate the action and make the plays.
1 versus 3 for Sip here. I'm going to be jumping straight down.
Please nobody be at the door. Please nobody be at the door.
At least give me a shot here. When they do open it, how quick could he get? They don't have any more nades either. And they do have a kit, at least on Brokey. Walking too far away from the bomb is also could be a big mistake. So it's already lived longer than I was expecting. Spins around. That's a good one. But he's out of bullets. And the Tech 9, he can't find the shot with it. So an expensive round for Faze. But they win it.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's all good. That's you're going to be pleasantly happy with that one if you're Astralis. The plant and 3 kills, you're kind of setting things up for the future. But again, you got to get that win to really seal it. Oof, this was a dicey situation. Incredible shot put Astralis in a weird place to have to go recover the bomb. Glaive couldn't sneak in time, and this is the one where it's like, all right, you're kind of, I guess, waiting for Glaive to kind of follow up and get in position, but you're given time for Twist to walk all the way through that lower bomb site and find the fight he wants.
10 kills on Sip right now. He's having himself a pretty good game, but he needs some more people from his team to start to show up. 4-round gap building. Faze with no money, even in spite of the scoreline here, so that's something that has to change. Oh, wow. Kerrigan is still alive in here. Glaive has made it through, and he's going to be able to take down Twist coming through the smoke. It's still a good opening, and they'll find Kerrigan as well. Oh my god, what a run through. He got so far in before the flash actually showed up. 3 versus 5 now. And Faze might have to save.
Well, they're going to stick around and see if they can get any kills before this bomb gets planted. Ooh, out in the open, almost, but Config's covering it. Rops from up top just pierced straight down. Nobody able to punish that whatsoever. So pause button again. More time to see if Brokey and Rops can thin out some of these Astralis players. There is utility. There is a Molotov and plenty of flashbangs to work with, but Brokey with the up. Ooh, he's missing some shots in this game so far. Shots he was nailing on Ancient and Inferno, and it's down to Rops in a 1v4.
Yeah, doing a little bit more damage. Gonna steal the AWP and just run for it. So
this map is an economic battle more than anything so far. Astralis
like
constantly Faze hasn't been able to build enough money to really sustain a loss. But Astralis themselves haven't been able to gain any kind of realistic and effective momentum. 3-6. And you have to imagine Faze is going to buy in the next round, as we saw previously. This time they'll have an op, and Rops can even rebuy himself at M4, so they'll have at least 2 rifles.
I mean, if you know that Astralis' economy is going to be busted up, then yeah, you probably just want to keep the pressure on. And you have so much evidence already that you can steal these rounds away from Astralis that you probably feel like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, but maybe this op is not going to be saved at all. There's a nice kill, but scary because he's so low on health already. They're not going to find him, though. And 6-3. I still can't believe that entry through that squeak door.
Yeah, Kerrigan,
very interesting.
He caught a flashbang at the worst possible time. Good work from Glaive.
Yeah.
That's a huge kill on Twist. That kind of secures the advantage in the round in the upper bomb site for Astralis throughout the entirety of this round. Yeah, Kerrigan a little bit frustrated. Timeout taken. Team's going to talk things over.
Slow it down and figure out how to get back on top. When you have this kind of an economy battle at the start of a half, it feels like sometimes if a team decisively wins it, they just get such a nice stretch of map to cruise through where they just win 3 or 4 rounds, and it's just they're never up against anything really dangerous. So maybe that could happen as well to one of these teams, but no one's established enough control yet for it. Keeps being close. Yep, forced up like you mentioned.
M4 and Rops up in the hands of Brokey. 2 SMGs and that CZ on Kerrigan. Previously they won it with a aggressive bait setup towards radio room and a push with the SMG from Kerrigan and Hut. This time we see nothing of the sort. Farlug's already across to Secret. Kerrigan's down there with the CZ. Rops is down there for backup as well. Little crossfire setup.
That actually might be a hard position to clear if he's up that close into the corner. I wonder. If they have nades, it's going to be easier, but there's a crossfire as well. Rops is down here. You might walk right into a headshot. Oh, it's a good boost, though. Are they going to be able to see him? They will. Nice kill. But the CC, at least, will get 1 in return. Still worth it for Astralis.
Yeah, and this can also activate Config and Blame F. They're starting to get real frisky in their lurk positions. However, because there's 2 lurkers in this round, there's actually only 2 players at this lower bomb site. I don't think any of them really have worked up the courage quite yet to move into the site. Config's on the hunt.
Got to be real careful here. that you don't give away this kind of a lead. Config's got the right idea, and he'll defeat Twist, no problem. Good timing on BlameF. And any danger in the round is evaporated for Astralis. They're going to get the bomb plant down, and so far 4 people alive. Wow, this could be a huge turnaround.
Yeah, it really could be. This is a wonderful round for Astralis. They're loving this. Money's going to build up. They finally string together 2 rounds in a row. For the moment, 4 players surviving. Although Brokey might have something to say about that. BlameF waiting for this exact push, but could be a tough angle.
You know, something else that we maybe didn't even really talk that much about, just because of how unlikely it's felt that they were going to be able to bring down Faze, is on the flip side. If Astralis do take them down, they get to defeat the best team in the world and qualify for the Royal Arena.
Team in the world.
Come on. and also, you know, like what a momentum boost suddenly. You're like, all right, whatever we're doing here, like there might be problems, but
yeah, it's interesting. The entire conversation around Astralis at the moment is a really odd one, because for me, I know, like, going into the player break and coming out of the player break, I felt like that performance, the top 4 they got in Cologne, was a little bit of like an overachievement. I thought that was going to be like a trap performance that made them have a little bit more faith in the lineup than they should. But then, you know, you start building upon that, and that kind of changes the nature of the conversation. As much as it hasn't always looked good, and obviously the whole RMR thing hanging over their heads was a rough conversation piece around them as well. Yeah, this would be an incredible series to win.
Yeah, I mean, the problems in the lineup are really obvious. There's some rounds that they just can't afford to lose, but outside of that, there's still something to work with. You know, like it's a
yeah. Outside of the rounds they lose, they look pretty good.
Yeah, when they win rounds, they get points on the board, and that's actually what you need. Just USPs. P250 on Brokey. And Astralis trying to be real careful. Who can blame them?
Yeah, they're probably thinking there's, like, you know, deagles around every corner at the moment.
Yeah, so worried.
Good find from Farlick. 1 player behind Aircon. It's Rops. And he did. He did get a nice little dink onto Config. Down to 32 health, but 5 on 3 with rifles in control. Towards the upper bomb site we go. This is where all 3 players are. This could get a little bit spicy, perhaps. That's going to make it a little bit spicy. 1 more player's taken away from the upper bomb site. Oh, don't do it. There's not even deagles.
Come on. There's no way. All right, here's the flank. That's it. That's what we needed. Twist on his own. 1 versus 3, and he's already got 2 headshots to bring it into a 1-on-1. He's looking for it. Farlick is closing the door, hiding. Oh no, it's going to be a bomb plant at the minimum. And he's got all the health in the world fighting against Twist, but he gets caught, nearly already taken down. He's got that pistol out now. Oh no! It's another clutch. Twist with the quad, and he steals it back. That is so ridiculous. How is it happening, Jason, please?
I have no words. I have no words for this one.
Oh my god.
It's just astounding. What a disgusting shot on Config. But these are the ones. These are the rounds you just can't lose. This is now 2 low economy rounds Faze has won.
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, it's after we just start singing a few praises of Astralis, and that's just a round you can't drop. That's a P250 and 4 USPs they just lost to. That's including a flank wrapping around of heaven from Config. And that takes so much wind out of your sails. Like, not only have you given the round win over to Faze, not only do they get to start, you know, getting right back into the groove of things with a solid bye, but just morally within your own team. It's that's the kind of round that can shut down creativity and communication.
Yeah, very, very difficult, obviously, to... even if you try to force it, it's going to sound hollow and fake, right? If you're like, all right, guys, just, you know, keep moving on.
Forget about that one. Not a big deal. Except it is a big deal, and we all know it.
It is a big deal. That round right there, along with a few others, could very well be what cost them the spot in the Royal Arena right now. They have to go play in the showdown instead. Brokey back on that AWP. They're able to buy at a minimum here for the Astralis side. So that's, you know, at least they don't go straight back to saving themselves, but what a nightmare.
Upper exec. Kerrigan and Twist to defend in the upper bomb site. Rain is pushed up outside. That could be a real difficult thing to deal with. He's hearing those footsteps. He's calling one's dropped in towards Mini. Communication got there. Twist from on top of the hut behind the smoke, and there's Rain pouncing. Nothing going the way of Astralis. They're deleted.
Nicely done. Sip 1 versus 4 here, and yeah, absolutely great call coming in from outside. That's not bad.
It's so hard if you're that player coming in through Mini as well, especially when you don't have any teammates kind of streaming out just yet to find this guy, especially with that smoke there.
Say a
prayer for Astralis.
yes.
This feels like I'm really curious how the rest of this half is going to go. I really do think that USP round is just backbreaking.
It has to be.
I don't know if they'll get another round on the board for the rest of the half.
Well, especially we look at the economy too, on top of everything else. Twist is up there at 14, Rops at 11, Brokey at 11.
If you go to like the round before they win that USP round that Twist clutches, FaZe were the ones with the frustration and heads in hands and rubbing their eyes, and they were the ones kind of being like, "Oh my lord, how are we letting this go?" And now it's laughter, now it's excitement, now it's energy. Astralis really let him off the hook.
Yeah, they have. Nice little tap away from Rain. They're going to try to get up close, but he was aware. Good read, and he doesn't reload. Brokey will help him on that one, but, you know, an early reload there could have got him into trouble if Brokey hadn't been there. So 2 versus 5, and FaZe, even when they were winning rounds earlier in the half, they still struggled to build a real economy, so getting 4 people alive.
Now they've got it.
Great stuff. Yeah, and obviously winning a USP round will help a lot too.
Yeah, it really does. 2 rounds left in the half. Astralis trying to get up to 5.
What wouldn't you give to be, you know, a fly on the wall inside of the
TeamSpeak?
TeamSpeak, yeah. Just
fly with a pair of headsets on.
Yeah, exactly. Just to get a sense for exactly what is going on. Round number 14. And we have got FaZe with a solid 5-round lead. And Astralis probably, if we just forget the scoreboard for a minute, just probably trying to recover whatever they can, like mentally. Something to get back in this game. Sips had a really good first half.
Oh my lord, that nade is perfect. Lands right at Config's feet. Smoke in the way. It's going to start fading at some point. A lot of utility being spent at the upper bomb site. What a find.
Boom.
Rops can't even react. Kerrigan's going to get aggressive. This is trademark. Flame F. Ready and waiting inside door. Heard the footsteps anyways. Brokey wants to deal with him.
But also risky. Rain going to get traded right away, so this is looking good. Missed shot, and Twist is on his own. And this time, no clutch is going to be allowed for. Nicely done. Astralis.
Yeah, way to hold on.
They need that.
They needed that very much so.
They need a lot more of it, too.
9-5. 1 round left in this first half. It is just so weird. Like
it feels like you're almost out of breath just watching the game.
Yeah,
it's so stupid.
It actually is like it's also I really do have to. I mean, it just goes back and forth with who you're giving props to, but for Astralis to recover from that round is wonderful. Let's see if they can get a 6 on the board. That would be magnificent. Config gonna get dinked early. They know Rain is aggressive. He's gonna fall back, cautious of all the gaps in those smokes. And Glaive's gonna cross over. He hears Rops. He hears Rops. He's ready and waiting, but can't connect the shot. Yeah,
just outdone by the M4 there. The moving accuracy of that gun is still really tough to deal with sometimes. Rain, real far back. Might be hard to check. I mean, they can obviously flash their way in there, but that also gives away a little bit of a tell of what's coming. Smoke up, though, in Mini might make Rain a little bit uncomfortable, because that means they can actually face him straight up without worrying about getting shot in the back. He's out for the fight, and he could have maybe almost won it there. Still a 3 versus 4 with Config low and Rops is low.
1 kill for Rain, 90 damage on a Config for Rain, and 58 damage on a Blame F as well. So he's done good work.
Yeah.
2 very softened up players for what's coming next. And Farlig's just looking for a mistake with this ADVP, hoping somebody peeks through Mini. That ain't ever coming. Kerrigan's in a good position.
You know, they're going to be worried about the time, too. 35 seconds. Even if they're kind of close to the A-bomb site, they still need They need to be able to change their minds if they find a stack here, which there are a lot of people nearby. Oh, and a missed shot. Kerrigan charging forward from us. Going to be taking 2 kills, because, again, config was very low from earlier. And Blamef, not much that he could do. 1 versus 4, but the problem is he has to go and find the bomb first. Doesn't have it on him, otherwise maybe he could try for some trickery, but it's so far away. So Faze looking to take the last round of the half, and they will. 10-5 in their favor. That is a magnificent start. What a tough recovery it'll be for Astralis. If they can't do it, it's going to have to be in the second half. It's coming right up. Who's your favorite CS player of the last 10 years?
Mine is the GOAT.
The GOAT.
I love that the most about them, how calm they are.
We're all gonna get hate comments for this segment. I thought a lot about the sort of the 10-year thing. That changes things. You have to sort of think back quite a bit. For me, partly some 1.6 probably bias, and partly just the fact that he's an AWP player. So I picked Fallen.
Oh, it wasn't Markelov.
It could have been. It was tempting for a minute. I have a soft spot in my heart in general for AWP players, but especially the style that Fallen does, the kind of the ability to sort of, you know, fight close range with it at the best of times.
Fallen will be swarmed, killing the short player, knowing that the second was still up on Grave. He waits, he wins.
I think it's so exciting, and it's like there are players that play a more crazy and sometimes even more entertaining version of AWP, but usually they kind of fall flat on that. Like it doesn't have the same like return on investment over time.
For me, he's like the second most inventive and successful IGLs of all time. In terms of like basically creating maps, like the way people play Train after like Luminosity SK days, all because of him. And he was doing it as an IGL opping, which until the point that he did that, no one believed that that was the right thing to do.
He's definitely hit some points that no other players have.
Yeah.
You know, where he's best player, arguably, and IGL and Opper, and creating the meta of this game in 2016.
I think for me, there are some players where even if you put them in like a 1 versus 4 at like the worst of times with only 20 seconds left, like there's some part of me that always thinks like he could still do, like this could really still happen, you know? And Fallen is just somehow forever in that category.
It's my favorite CSGO player. It's always been Neo and Forest, but obviously Neo, he is still playing, but he's not been playing in a tier 1 LAN in a while now.
I think it's tough for me to say, but I think Forest or Neo, one of those two, because they also made the transfer from 1.6 to CSGO, and I feel like the way they are as human beings, I love that the most about them, how calm they are. Every time I talk to them, I just feel like it's a friend I have for life, you know. And
we have one more half ready. It is Nuke to decide who goes to the Royal Arena and who gets to go to the showdown instead to battle it out in a grueling format down there. Nobody wants that. Astralis, they have had an insane day once again here. They only got 5 rounds in the first half. I don't know if they can recover. I don't know if they know either, but they're going to have a chance at it right here in the pistol round.
I mean, throughout this series, they've answered the bell pretty frequently whenever Faze has thrown something in their way. So let's see if they have it in one more time. Molotov going to be on the top of the hut. Nobody's going to be there whatsoever. However, one player is behind the vent where that Molotov will force config into some action. And he's blind. And he's burning. And he's dead.
He just wanted 1 second for a shot, but he couldn't land it. Dooley's back here on Glaive, and he's got 2 kills already with it. Looking for a third, and he'll find it. Taking down Brokey. That is a solid defense, and he doesn't even need to reload yet. He's still got 14 bullets left. What a luxury. Now he's just battling out in the open. And they're low on health here. Glaive gonna hunt him down. Quad kill, looking for the ace, but it looks like Sips maybe gonna be the one to do it instead. Oh, he's almost got it! Finally, that reload is in. 1 versus 3 for Robs, and no bomb on his shoulder, so he's just gonna be backing out. They have that lockdown to the back of the bomb side. What a lockdown for Glaive.
Yeah, that's huge. He stepped up massively today. And yesterday, but this is incredible. That bomb site was on the verge of being lost before he gets this quad kill. And with all the rounds Astralis has lost, you almost feel like this is very doable for Rops. He is going to get shut down at the end of the day. Pistol round for Astralis. Now, previously in the series, when they've won the pistol round, they have not been able to convert the other 2 rounds.
Don't say it.
So let's find out, what is it, like 4th time's the charm?
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works. I feel like
we've never seen him win rounds 2 and 3 after winning the pistol. Let's get it here.
If 3rd time isn't the charm, the universe just doesn't want you to win anymore.
Yeah, they just hate you a little bit.
Yeah, but there's an Org on Farlik. I like that. I think the Org is a little bit underrated sometimes. Could be good to mix things up. Finding Twist.
I think Twist realized he was exposed. This round, a huge advantage, although that's how it begins.
No.
That's how it starts.
It isn't.
The AUG misses its moment. Rain is crossed over to Secret. Kerrigan's down low. Twist is taken out already. Oh.
Okay. Good stuff. Still, hope they're moving around a lot on the map right now, and it's a 3-on-4. So just calm down on the Astralis side. Make sure everything is covered. It's fine if you're worried about your flank being open. Maybe you want to call that into somebody and say, "Are we sure no one's here?" Whatever. But so many people running makes me a little bit worried. It seems like there's a good read though. Glaive, not going to allow Rops to get in there.
I think he knows both are out here as well. So he's ready and waiting for Brokey to make his play. Deagle just tucked behind the vent, so Brokey's going to hit the pause button. Maybe someone walks into him, going to allow Rain to start making a play up Secret. But Config's got that covered.
Yeah, and as you said, Glaive probably with a pretty good read right here. Oh, could have been a magic, but just the 1 kill. They lose 2 players. They'll take it. I think they're absolutely fine with it.
Yeah, yeah. At this point, whatever it takes to win a round like that. This scared me too. A little bit of a lineup. You never know. Maybe a tag on Kerrigan gets a tag and his teammate takes him down. That could have been weird.
Yeah, easily could have happened.
Just thinking everything that can go wrong for Astralis feels like it's always on the verge of happening. 7-10 as they start coming back into this game. 3-round gap. Teagles again for Faze. This time with no armor.
Look at the clustering of kills on the Faze side. Everyone's kind of like right there. Somewhere between, what, 15 and 13, 12, I guess, on Kerrigan, but still.
Yeah.
That's a nice clustering.
A nice team spread. BlameF, he's gonna spot it out at the end. He's grabbed the last player. That's Twist, who can't make it. That's a bomb as well. They're gonna have to come back for it.
And maybe that even that might get found as well. Config's here, ready. A couple of beautiful headshots. That bomb turned out to be their undoing, just not able to ever get back out there. Drops hoping. It's awkward, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a little bit. Blame just trying to tap at the timing. Uh-oh.
Oh, that this is awkward.
I think it's actually almost better that he didn't spot it and didn't feel the need to go for that kill. Hold the trigger. Okay, gonna take the clean, easy shot. My Deagle would have missed.
You got the Sip was looking the other way. Wait, what? Oh, nicely done. Rob's eventually going to be found. That it's a good cleanup. Quad kill, I think, at the end for Config.
Yeah, but in a 2-on-5, those 2 kills, that's a good thing to leave with when you're in that kind of a situation. A little bit of economic damage, nothing crazy. But just a nice little addition to set things up down the road. So if the Astralis do it, they convert all 3 of the opening rounds of the half off the pistol.
2-round gap. Now the real question is if they can win this next one, Astralis, then actually the game is open again.
Yeah.
They're right back if they can do it. So much on the line. Early nades deep into the A-bomb side, trying to put some pressure on Config, but between the nade and the wallbang, he only took 15 damage. I thought that would have been actually a little bit worse.
Yeah, it's not terrible. A lot of pressure applied to that upper bomb site, perhaps just setting up later on in this half for some kind of an upper bust, upper exec.
Yeah, you throw that pattern of grenades a couple of times without following through, and maybe those A players start to think, okay, it's fine, it's no problem. And then, you know, 3rd or 4th time, they show up.
Blame F aggressive at red box. This might catch him off guard, having someone aggressive in this position this late in the round.
Kind of like the boy cried wolf, but in return. If the boy was on the wolf's side, Jason. Now that's a story.
Yeah.
Rain.
We never heard that half.
Kerrigan's gone down already, but Rain's out there trying to work something. Almost finding, but the flashbang is pretty decent. Blame if I wonder if he actually saw it. I think maybe he does. Nades coming out, and Rain trying to save himself, but instead gets caught Good opening. 2 kills, and none of them returned by Faze.
And then the lobby portion of this hit from Faze has been just completely stalled out by utility, so they've been sitting in here twiddling their thumbs. You got to deal with Glaive. He's on top of the hut. Tough position to clear out. Brokey over at the vent. Glaive's going to pop up. Nice, easy headshot from him, and even one more as he drops down behind Rops. There it is. Astralis catching fire to start the second half.
That angle looking straight up and having to track someone down as they fall down must be one of the most impossible ones to do.
It's kind of, that's break your wrist.
Yeah, I don't even know how that's possible. But yeah, nice round. Astralis, they're right back 9-10. They win this round. They get to keep 4 rifles alive at the end. It's great. You love everything about it.
Great forearms.
It's got that good.
It's got a nice sheen on it.
Yeah, and he's
glistening.
Good support, you know, make sure his wrist isn't being put under any pressure or anything. Important. This time we have Tech 9s. 4 of them, in fact. Flashbangs as well to follow it up, although already shut down slowly.
That's fine. Good call from Zipex to get out of that danger.
Yeah.
Surviving down low. He's got a teammate there with him. Blame F is already down secret. Farlig loves that fight. We'll take the head clean off Kerrigan. So Twist is left to lurk in ramp room, hoping somebody's going to come up the ramp or come from underneath heaven. His teammates are going to come back and join up with him from lobby. Rops and Brokey. No utility on the 3 of them. They do at least have control of the bomb. But not a whole lot of win conditions that you can see at the moment for FaZe. I think there's going to be a timeout after this round. FaZe going to want to talk things over early on this offensive half.
Yeah, you have to assume so. Money's starting to look pretty decent as well on the Astralis side. And the fact that, you know, if they take the ramp room, but they make it like a 3-on-4, so they at least get 1 kill, maybe that puts some more pressure on the Astralis defense, and they can find something else. Good headshot from Brokey. It's a start. The Twist gonna get caught off. Scary reload, I've got to say.
Yeah.
2 versus 4. Oh, nice opening of the door, but with the bomb plant, almost just to save the M4. I know there's nothing to do here, surely. Maybe you can make it expensive, but you're not gonna be able to stop them from getting the defuse with this little health. Gonna be blowing open the door to avoid any tricks. So if you want to fight here, then you're gonna have to really go for it. And he's gonna get found by Blame F. So yeah, still pretty something. Bomb plant and 2 kills. It's not that bad.
Yeah, limiting what they can. And we're all tied up at 10.
You're getting close now, Astralis. Tied up. Ooh. Here's Johnny.
Another Shining reference there. 2 in 1 day.
It's on my mind, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, in the book, the labyrinth that's outside of the hotel has like these labyrinth creatures, like minotaurs, that move around as you move inside. It's great. Cool. Worth reading. It's really cool. They didn't put it in the movie for some reason, but maybe they didn't have the technology. Anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Enough about minotaurs. Back to FaZe at Astralis.
Back to the fact, Jason, that one of these teams, well, both these teams are 6 rounds from making the Royal Arena. That is close enough that you can smell it at this point.
Certainly.
And Astralis have won 5 in a row.
And boy, would they love to be there after the year that they've had.
Oh. Good pickoff.
Good patience from Brokey. Up there for some time. Blame F gave him the exact look he wanted. Man advantage for FaZe. They're going to start working the way. Ooh, gap in the smoke, though. Rain goes down for free. That's Glaive. And then he's going to jump in towards safety. That's sketchy. Doors blown open. And Zipex couldn't line up the windows.
Nope, smoke just made it a little bit awkward, so unfortunate. Very forward position with the AWP.
You can smell it at this point.
Glaive wanted to use that to move up, but this is being read. They see it coming. Robs is watching the one side, and Crossfire diagonally going across the other side. I think it's Kerrigan up there already waiting. Oh, they're going to be found. Kerrigan is there for the kill on Config. And now it's fallen apart here. 2 versus 4. Wide swing for Rops. Farlig not quick enough for that one, and Sip in a 1 versus 4 instead. 30 seconds. And yeah, he's running them down, but I don't know if this is ever going to get close to happening. Bomb is planted, and they know where he is. He's still going to go for it. Feels like maybe he could. Gun barrel showing. They'll force out a couple of shots there. Trying to see if he can use the nade to help him out, but it's not going to work.
I don't know where that communication went of the position of the player on top of the blacktop, but Config not even clearing it at all through the ladder hole coming out vents. He was just being overly aggressive, so maybe they didn't think he would stick around there, but you know, I think Astralis was actually in a decent enough position on this lobby crunch to actually bring this round back into their favor, and not being able to find Rops up top was brutal. Third timeout used by Astralis. Faze, don't let him take. Faze, don't let him take the lead.
But at least this is a regular round loss for Astralis. Not against pistols. They have bank to keep fighting.
Not much. This is just the bank for this one round. This is where those constant 2 kills in a plant on Faze's eco rounds come into effect, because they're going to be fully bought up to the end of their wallets here. I think Glaive was even already at 0 in that round to begin with. So, yeah, they're on the verge, and man, you would hate to have that just as soon as you kind of get back into the game and tie up the scoreline already. Getting your money ripped out of your hands.
Yeah, you're right.
Big round for Astralis. This is like the difference between Astralis trying to recover for the rest of this half or just, you know, sustaining and moving forward.
Twist, he's got the right idea. Glaive already tagged up a tiny bit. And AK versus MP9, you'd have to assume that Twist is going to be coming out on top of that one.
There's no sneaking around anymore. 17 seconds.
Brokey taking a little bit of a lead. They're going straight for it. What a lineup.
Back-to-back rounds. Faze starts with the opening kill. Brokey with the off last round. This time Twist with the spam.
Frustrating, no doubt. I was going to say Glaive is tied with Brokey for 18 kills, but now he's out of the round, so a chance for Brokey to take the lead. And what do you do? This, I feel like, is the real problem if you're on the CT side of Nuke, is losing a player. It opens up a lot of different spaces. You have to start to move people around a little bit.
Well, BlameF, at least the wall of smokes actually allows him to move out of his position as well. Ooh, good spam, good damage done. Oh, almost found. Config was almost able to get Rain. Can he get any more damage?
Yeah, close to being a kill out there, which would have been a nice way to get back into a 4-on-4. Farlig there with a shot to bring down Kerrigan.
No one's down low. Nobody's shifted at all. Everyone's up top.
No, because they're going to go crunch the lobby, which they might find Robs, but then so what? If the bomb is going to be planted, that's still a huge problem. And instead, Robs is going to go find them. Nearly could have lined up a couple of kills.
That gives them time to actually come in for the retake, though, if they actually want to go for it. But this is huge. Astralis could lose everything here. In some ways, this is exactly what Faze want.
And keep your eye on that one defuse kit on Config. If he dies in the wrong position, it can absolutely determine the round. Nade, not that much damage, but soften up Arena a little bit. Nice grenade in return, though, and they're quick with it here. Straight headshot from Rain. Farlig gets one more. A double in the round for him, and Rain is able to trade it. He spins around and sprays down another 2 players, leaving one alive for Astralis.
He didn't pick up the kit.
No, he didn't. It's lost back there somehow. Oh, no. And he's so low. He has to just run for it.
Farlig was in the way of allowing BlameF to go for that trade kill onto Rain. That's why it took so long. That's why Rain was able to double up, and that's exactly what Astralis wanted. A round within Astralis' reach to go for that retake, but they have all the advantages of the bomb being planted in that lower site. That's brutal. Finding rocks was the best thing that could have happened for Faze.
So this is the spin around kill.
And look, BlameF is wishing he could get by.
That's Config with the kit. That's why BlameF can't pick it up, right? It's on the... we can't live through the...
Yeah.
He doesn't have that much time.
No, not enough time to consider it and readjust.
And the money, like you mentioned, first fight. Not deep enough. 12 to 10, 23rd round, man.
Another piece of adversity laid out in front of Astralis in this series.
If there's any justice in the universe, Astralis will win this round with just, you know, some pistols.
Yeah, but we know there's not.
Yeah, that's true.
Spoilers.
Yeah, if you don't know, we're gonna rip that band-aid off right now.
There's no Santa Claus either.
Jason. Well, Kerrigan is forward at least with an AK.
Interesting thing to note too in that previous round, since we've got some time in a round that seems pretty much done. Off the rotation of Astralis kind of heading towards the lower bomb site before Astralis really realized, Config had a decision whether they wanted to shift Zipix downstairs, and Config could have gone towards ramp room. Instead, they called for the lobby crunch, so he went up the ladder and joined them for the lobby crunch from that angle, which did...
Opening, I mean, that even could have been another way for them to lose the round. Nice return. They at least get a couple of rifles that they could maybe run away with here, although one of them kind of stolen back. Bomb planted already, so the round is won by Faze here. It's a 13 to 10 scoreline just about. Question is if Astralis can, salvage, scavenge for some guns. That would be helpful, but they cannot. Brokey will not allow it. Triple for him and 22 kills.
Yeah, he's taken that advantage. He's taken over the kill lead in the game. As you mentioned, tied with Config just a few rounds ago. Now he's firmly in control. For whatever that matters to an individual. And FaZe firmly in control of this game, 13-10.
Yeah, they're getting there. 3 more rounds, and they will be in the arena. Great for them. Tough news for Astralis, but maybe also great news for a bunch of teams in the showdown who might be thinking, oh god, no.
Yeah, please.
No FaZe. No FaZe.
Don't do this to us.
Here we go. Some early nades. Smoke there might keep Roki a little bit wary that someone could be close, but doesn't seem like it's really bothering him all that much. Config will take down Rops with a smoke. That's a good headshot to begin the round with. Astralis needs some momentum back. They won 5 in a row, and now they've just lost 3 in a row. So there's a swing back here for FaZe. Started to get control in the second half.
And in the previous 2 gun rounds, FaZe was able to open up with the entry frag, with the opening kill to play 5-on-4. Astralis finally at least prevent that from happening, so they get to play with the advantage. But FaZe have complete control of outside.
Lame F. Gotta be careful. Walks into the shot. Roki wants to readjust. Farley, that's a very tricky position to clear if you're coming in from this side. Although, if there's a third member of the FaZe clan that actually walks out here, then maybe they could find another angle on him, but I doubt they're going to be able to check it. Yeah, Rain goes straight down, and Brokey, he can't recover it. It might even be hard for Rain to call out what's going on.
Yeah, with the silencer, they have no idea what his position was, so Brokey was actually looking towards CT spawn, thinking he was going to be at the spawn boxes. Tough position to be able to get your attention there quick enough. 3-on-4. Here comes the exec through mini towards the upper bomb site. Farlig and Glaive to defend. Early damage. They still haven't seen the position of Glaive, and actually coming up the vents might prevent anything from working out. Config is not letting them have an escape route. It's just Brokey tucked into the vent behind the smoke.
Yeah, Brokey. He's wondering what's going on inside of the smoke. He's going to find one. Finds a second. Absolutely not. He's already done this so many times, and now he's looking for an ace clutch instead. It should be impossible, but we said that many, many times already. Goes straight for the bomb plant. They open the door in front. Oh, gotta be careful. He gets one more. Surely not. On the other side, Glaive is ready and waiting. Brokey, he's toying with him. And oh my god, Brokey, you must be kidding me.
Rain even knocks his monitor over. How much can Astralis take? Surely that's the end of him. Surely that's it. Yeah, wipe your brow. This should be impossible. How is he given this?
He's ace clutched Astralis right out of the tournament.
Just witness the magnificence of Brokey.
He was using the door, Jason, to wave goodbye.
Oh my lord. That's not even reasonable. Yeah, Kerrigan's turn. He's been waiting the whole time to get back at Blame F. Another impossible clutch. That's it. Just get him out. It's done.
Oh, that's an experience that nobody wants to have.
You don't recover from that.
Well, Rain's taking a dive with a Mac 10. Config trying to make up for it. That's nice. Little push. Gonna get one in return at the very least. And Rain and Twist are low on health, so SMG's doing the best that they can. Although Config's gonna get caught. I don't know if they really knew that someone was there. Nice, up close. Rob's not checking behind him. They're down below, though, and they've got the bomb with them, so a 2-on-3 should be a chance for a bomb plant here for Brokey. Yeah, no one interrupting him.
I don't know what happened in this round. I'm still thinking about the clutch.
Yeah, I
have no clue.
I'm gonna take a moment to get my brain back online, too.
Oh, my lord. Well, there's a chance here. Rain is low. Twist is extremely low. They don't have a kit. Molotov on Twist position would pretty much kill him. But they don't get it off.
Yeah.
And you can't track that kind of a drive-by.
Another triple for Brokey. He's up to 30 kills now. Still in regulation.
If he only had 4, it's worth it. Or 5, I guess he had in that round.
Yeah. So absurd, isn't it? Yeah.
You just see it happening. You see it building.
If you get one of these, one of the clutches that Brokey's had in a tournament, that's really impressive. That's really something to think about.
He's at 2 in this series.
Yeah, I know. That's so stupid, isn't it? Round number 26, and a 15-10 scoreline. FaZe 1 round away from the Royal Arena. Can't say they don't deserve it the way they've been playing. 31 kills on Brokey. He's not satisfied yet. hungry for more. Conflict's down there, and he's finally going to put an end to him in the round, but more people are coming up behind him. It's a pretty decent setup. A little bit of a double for Config, and it's back into a 3-on-3, but Rops has taken over the A site.
Yeah, he's already in here. He's already chilling, calling his teammates over. Kerrigan...
Ooh, twist.
With the bomb over towards Secret.
Maybe thought he was going to get caught. It looked like Glaive was near enough behind that maybe he could catch Twist, but now he's on the site. Kerrigan still the one with the bomb, and he's quite far away. That's a minute, though, so they maybe just call a freeze. See what happens.
I don't think anyone knows really what to do in this round to avert danger. They've kind of lost information of where everyone's positioned on both teams. Going to be really hard for Kerrigan to cross against a Scout and an SMG. Xyp9x is just going by timing, but Glaive's ready to pounce behind Credit. Or behind Blue Box, excuse me.
Yeah, this is... If someone else had the bomb, Kerrigan's position, even in an afterplant, would be amazing, but... How did they get the bomb back from here? 30 seconds. He's probably starting to wonder, well, no one's moving. Where are they? If he walks out here and loses the bomb, this could actually be a little bit of a recovery for Astralis, perhaps. 23 seconds, and Rops is coming in. Oh, what a jump down!
No.
The superhero move at the end to get rid of Sip. Absolutely cruel punishment here for Faze. And Astralis now down to a single man. Blameth in a 1 versus 3. They're already dead to see him coming. He's going to take down Kerrigan, but he's been found out. No kit, no grenades. Has to walk into a crossfire, has to volunteer himself, looking for the opening. Gets shot in the back of the head, and it is Faze making their way to the Royal Arena, taking down Astralis on the final map.
It's an off day for Faze. Let's make sure that's well known. It's an off day, but the individual stepped up. Brokey with an incredible third map, an incredible clutch, and that is so brutal. Faze is going to make it to the Royal Arena. Astralis is going to be in the showdown, and what a way for it to happen. That's just got to be so stressful. Astralis had their chances. They let Faze off the hook a couple of times. Let him back into the game a couple of times overall. Still a good showing from Astralis, but what a gut-wrenching fashion to lose the third map.
Yeah, you could make a really short list of all the rounds that if Astralis win them, this is their victory instead. But some of these clutches and some of the rounds they lost are unbelievably heartbreaking.
Throughout the whole day, they couldn't handle the clutches. They couldn't handle the eco rounds.
Yes.
Those are two huge factors in any game, and obviously Faze able to capitalize on it. We've got James Banks down and ready for what should be an exciting winners interview.
Oh, I'm sure it will be, because we've got to say welcome to the clutch on these ones. Brokey, how do you keep pulling off the things that just seem that it should be impossible, mate?
I think just enemies are giving me the kills. They're doing mistake, and I just get the kills and I win the round. That's from their mistakes. I think that's the reason. I get through the smoke. One was close to vents me. I kill him in the smoke, and then I just kill everyone else. Same on Ancient as well. They just peek on 5 seconds and give me a round.
They really do. And do you think they fear you a little bit?
I don't know. Maybe not.
I think they should, that's for sure. Thank you very much, Brokey, on that one. Now, Kerrigan, I see you reacting every time he's doing this. Even Rain lost his screen when that was going down. What is it like to witness this and watch this? Obviously, we know the skill your team have in general, but in moments like that, it's crucial for you.
Yeah, this is the moment where you feel this elimination game, right? A very important game, and you can see this first time this tournament we've been fired up. And yeah, I mean, the clutches he did, I think, like I said, they're doing mistakes, but he's also forcing the mistakes. He's doing a high-risk move, and he's really fast. So yeah, without him and the clutches today, it would have maybe been a different game, but I feel we were in control on the T side in the end on Nuke, has been one of our best maps this whole year.
Now, you just said to me you were fired up, right? And that's been the conversation around this being the studio environment, not feeling that same mode. Robin said to me, though, he still, even with this game, right, didn't feel like you guys were at 100%, about 70% or so. Where do you put you guys after this one? Because obviously Astralis actually put up a probably better fight than what most people thought.
Yeah, I mean, obviously when it came to Freight Map, you could feel it was an important game and people were there, we were communicating good, they're playing good. And yeah, like all this year, I feel like when the pressure's the highest, that's where we perform the best. And yeah, the pressure was high on Nuke in the end there. But yeah, I'm happy we came to do what we wanted to do. It could have been more clean, but I think there's a lot of things we can improve on for Pro League, which I think is good. I know myself, I haven't grinded so much. I try to take the break and make sure to take care of myself before we go into a very competitive season here after Blast.
And what's it mean to you as a Dane to get in that Royal Arena and not have to go to the showdown and try and make your way there?
It means a lot. First of all, the calendar looks way better now instead of a showdown tournament. But obviously just secured that we are here in Blast Copenhagen playing in front of the Royal Arena crowd. So super happy about that. I still want to win the trophy here in Royal Arena once we get there. So yeah, I'm really happy we managed to pull through. And today it was fun to play today and felt exciting.
Well, there you go. That's a smile I think that's very dangerous. Kerrigan, thank you very much, mate.
Thank you.
The world number ones get the job done. Despite being pushed the full distance in a 3-map affair, Faze are the ones to be stealing the spot in the Royal Arena. Karrigan once again gets to play in front of his home crowd, but he is not the man I want to dedicate this entire segment to. We have got to talk about Brokey, the absolute Clutchmeister coming into this one, and round number 24. Can we just replay it again and again and again? Because that was perfection from him.
That was amazing from Brokey. That was an amazing clutch from Brokey. The way he just dissected it. And if you're watching this clutch right now, and if your only comment is that it's just about Astralis making mistakes, then you just shut your mouth. You shut your mouth right here, because that is not true. It's not just about Astralis making mistakes. Sure, right here, Config is probably a little bit oblivious to the risk. He wouldn't have had to go out of the vent. That's a no-scope, but here, look at how quick that flick is. There's no time for adjustment positions. As soon as he gets the kill, he yeets the way out to the B side, because he knows the bomb was here, which means the CTs were there, and then he dissects that freaking clutch right there, closing the door, staying close distance, combat AWP style. You think Astralis made a lot of mistakes right here? He just atomized them. Huge from Brokey.
They made a lot of mistakes. They made a lot of mistakes in this clutch. I agree with you. You know, it requires a lot for Brokey to pull off.
It's not just about mistakes.
It's not just about mistakes.
It's not.
No, I get what you're saying. You want to highlight the great play. You want to highlight Brokey as a player, and I fully get you. Not every player wins that 1v4 clutch. There's maybe a few in the world. Farley doesn't, you know. Brokey will do, but there's a lot of mistakes being made for Astralis. The problem for me is, and the reason why I'm highlighting this, is because we see it game after game after game. We saw it many, many times on Ancient. A map Astralis went into overtime to win. How many force spies did they lose? How many clutches did they lose? How many clutches to Brokey did they lose on Ancient as well? This is not, you know, something that happens once in a while. It's a systematic problem for Astralis. So I agree with you. It's a fantastic clutch from Brokey, but there's a reason why it's happening over and over and over again for Astralis, and they need to fix it right now.
Yeah, before we do dive into any more mistakes that we saw from the side of the Danes, I do want to hear how the teams reacted to that clutch.
Think about that one! Vote, guys. Vote.
I hope you didn't have your volume turned up for 100 for that.